In this video, I want to share with you my income and royalties from my 6 income streams for the month of February 2025 and share with you a new income stream that I just added last month. Hello everyone, my name is Mike. I'm a full-time print-on-demand seller. I make YouTube videos showing you how to make more money on merch-on-demand and other print-on-demand platforms. If you like this kind of content, you get any value out of this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the bell, and like the video. Now, before I share with you the income and royalties for February, just want to do a quick sales update for merch-on-demand. So today is Monday, March 3rd, 6:19 a.m. in the morning, sitting at 2 sales. Yesterday, did 37 sales and $43 in royalties. That's going to put me at 71 sales for the month of March and $72 in royalties. Now, if you want to follow me on Instagram, where I post my daily sales for both Merch on Demand and Etsy, the link is in the description. I also post like gym pics, family pics, entrepreneur pics, just like my life down here in Mexico. I'm born and raised in Mill Valley, California, but I've been living in beautiful Puerto Vallarta, Mexico for the past 19 years. Okay, so now that we got the intro out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the content of the video. Okay, so the first income stream is my favorite one, which is Merch on Demand. And the reason this is my favorite one is because it's the one that makes me the most money. It actually used to be Etsy, but ever since I got good at Merch on Demand has been #1 now for the past year or so. So here we are for analytics for February, and we are going to see these are my results. So I did 1,135 sales, 140 returns, a whole bunch of returns last month. Did $1,455, and my average royalty per sale was $128. We're going to see that my best day was on Monday, June 10th, where I did 72 sales and about almost $100 in royalties. Yeah, I think it was like 90 something. And then my worst day was this one. I'm not too sure why it's not. Oh, there it goes. Was 18 sales, $12 on Saturday the 15th. I think I got a whole bunch of returns. I think I got more returns than royalties that day. So that's how it is with merch. Sometimes you're gonna have these big days, sometimes you're gonna have these bad days, but I was able to average $51 a day, or almost $52 a day, 5 returns a day, and 41 sales. And remember, the goal for Merch on Demand is to do $5,000 a month, and to be able to do that, I have to average $166 a day. So I have a lot of work to do. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this month. I actually checked last year, and last year I actually did more. I did about $1,600, so $100 more. But there was an extra day in February last year because it was leap year. But so pretty much the same. And another thing that I also noticed is that last year, January and February were pretty low, but then the next month, March, the one that we're in now, I actually ended up doing 2,600. So I increased it by, almost double. So we'll see how this month goes. Nothing is guaranteed, but I don't see why anything would change. Usually after February, from March all the way till about October, it should just be jamming, or that's how it was, at least for me last year. So, fingers crossed that things stay the same and I can hit that goal of $5,000 a month. But comment below, let me know how your results compare to mine. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the next income stream, which is going to be Etsy. So here we are on my Etsy shop. On my stats section, we can see right here it says February 1st, February 28th. And for Etsy, I did $2,140 in revenue for the month of February. My best day was on February 8th, where I did $242 in revenue. These 2 days right here actually kind of saved me. As you can see, I was actually down 15% compared to last year. Conversion rate seems to always go up. 2.5%, orders, 151 orders, which increased 9%, and visits, almost 6,000, which increased 1%. So this is my stats for February, and if we go to Printful, we'll be able to see that my total order cost, right down here, it says February to February 28th, was $1,111. So if we take the revenue, because this is not profit, this is just revenue, and we minus the total order cost, we're going to see that I made about $1,000 on Etsy. Now, my Etsy shop, I started off as a POD shop. I was selling basically, t-shirts and hoodies. Then I started to add mugs, which I definitely recommend. Those are some of my best sellers. But now I upload or sell a lot of, PNG files, wall art and digital files, because, the POD is great, but, every morning I have to fulfill my orders. I have to deal with returns, shipping problems, things like that. I have to spend money, to fulfill the order. That's why I like digital downloads so much. And that's kind of like the path I want to go, because it's kind of more like Merch by Amazon. I don't really have to do anything. I just upload the digital download, they buy it. And that's pretty much it. I just get the direct deposits right into my bank account the next day, which I actually like better, because Merch by Amazon, you have to wait like a month. And Etsy, as long as you make more than $25 a day, they'll put the money into your bank account the following day, except on the weekends. So those are my stats for Etsy. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the next income stream. So next income stream is going to be prompts from my PayHip shop. So if you follow me here on YouTube, you know that I like to sell a lot of prompts. I actually even enjoy making them on Ideogram. And this was actually my best month ever selling prompts. I've been selling prompts for a little over a year now. I started on Gumroad, but had some problems with them. Jumped on over to PayHip. Really liking PayHip a lot. But here are my stats. We see right here, February 1st, 2025. These are the daily views. But take a look at these sales right here. I actually did $1,015 selling prompts. So if you did purchase my prompts, thank you for being a customer. And what really helped me was I had this big day right here. If we could just see where I did $200, $228 in one day just selling prompts. It was actually pretty consistent for the whole year. A lot of times when I do the sales, that's when the sales really pick up, and I actually have a sale going on today. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and check it out. Link is in the description. But what's one thing that is cool is if you follow me here on Instagram on, I don't know what the date is for this one, but 7 weeks ago. So basically, you know, maybe the first or second week of January, I actually put out these income stream goals. And right here, you're going to see I said prompts do $1,000, and I actually ended up hitting it just the second month of the year. Right here, 1,000. So that was very cool. I'm going to continue selling prompts. It seems like people really like them. So I will be putting out some more prompts this month as well. So stay tuned for those. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the next income stream. So the next income stream is going to be audiobooks. So here we are on my Authors Republic dashboard. Authors Republic is who I use to sell my audiobooks. They are basically like an aggregator. So they will take your audiobook and they will dish it out to like 50, audiobook retailers like, iTunes, Google Play, all the big ones, even Amazon as well. But unfortunately, this was actually one of my worst months that I've ever had on Authors Republic. Right here, you're going to see I only did $168 last month. I did 1,000. But let me show you kind of what the stats look like right here. Oops. So the type of audiobooks that I sell are basically mainly like a lot of like horror books. I've also done some nonfiction. I used to do a lot of romance and erotica. And I'm actually getting back into romance and erotica books. And the one that I just recently uploaded actually made me $15 last month. So that's good to see. But we're going to see, this is actually the month right here, this orange line, 2025 for January, only $168. The month before that, you're going to see I did 1,000. It's kind of weird with Authors Republic. It's like 2 low months and then 1 big month. So I'm figuring like the major retailers pay out on a quarterly basis. You see right here, I was doing almost like 1,500, and then it's like 300, 300, and then back up to 1,500, and then 300, 300, and then back up to 1,500. And I was expecting to do like 1,500, 1,600 last month, but it was only 1,000. But I'm still going to take it. I love selling audiobooks because it's just so like easy or hands off, very low maintenance. It's just set and forget. All I have to do is I just have to get I just have to basically put everything together. I have to get the book or the story, the Word file, make a cover, get it edited. I can do all those with AI now. I can edit it with ChatGPT. I can make the cover with, Ideogram. So I just have to get the story. It is a little expensive, so you do have to have some money, but then you just put it all together. Get it narrated, that's another cost, and then you basically can put it up on here onto Authors Republic. And right here we're going to see this is how much I made last month, and there's no I'm not paying any ads. It's just all optimized with SEO and keywords in search and things like that. All right, so these are my results for February for audiobooks on Authors Republic. Next income stream is going to be YouTube. So here we are in my YouTube analytics for February 2025. So views looks like they were up or about the same as usual. Watch time was down a little bit, so about 900 hours in watch time. Subscribers, what's going on here? Subscribers was also less as well. 167 subscribers. I actually put out a goal to have 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but to be honest, I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm averaging about 5 subscribers a day or about 150 a month. So, if you do like this content, subscribe if you want to support me. But here is the estimated revenue. So I made $85. This is just from Google Ads. And if we go to revenue right here to compare it from the last month's, actually this was my best day, $9. But right here we're going to see for January I did 100, so I actually did $15 or $16 less from last month. Now there were more days in January, so that might have contributed to it, but I'm probably going to be averaging about $100 a month on YouTube, so nothing really too much to brag about, but still a little extra income. and I can scale it as long as I just keep growing the channel, which I plan on doing. Hopefully we can get this up, but mainly I use my YouTube channel to promote the prompts that I sell, and also my school community, which I'll talk about here in a second. And the second to last income stream is going to be Creative Fabrica. I've been selling on Creative Fabrica for over a year now. It's not a huge money maker, but I actually had my best month on Creative Fabrica last month. I'm already at $8 so far for this month. But if we just click on my wallet here, and if Creative Fabrica is watching this, I would really appreciate it if you can make a better dashboard so I could see what the heck is actually selling, so I know what to double down on. But right here we're going to see, so these are my payouts. So like last month I did 153. These were the months before, but last month I did 205. So that was a record for me. Now, to be honest, I'm not uploading as much to Creative Fabrica because the majority of the designs that I recommend, trendy designs, I'm just uploading them or recommending them on my school community. And I don't want to take those designs that I'm recommending and put them onto Creative Fabrica, because I'd be like kind of competing with my school members. So I would not be surprised to see if this royalty amount starts to decrease over time, because I'm not really uploading on there anymore. But I am still uploading my prompts onto Creative Fabrica, and those seem to be doing very well. So $205 on Creative Fabrica. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the last. Income stream, which is going to be school. So here we are on my school community. If you don't know what SKOOL is, it's basically a paid Facebook groups, but like on steroids. If you're interested, you could check it out. I recommend trendy niches, evergreen niches, prompts every day. That's why I call it Mikey's Daily Niche Vault. And this is where my main focus is right now. I'm spending a lot of time on this, trying to make my members happy, trying to get new members, things like that. But this is the new income stream that I just added last month. And if we go here to settings, we can actually see, if we go to my stats, so I have 24 members, and it's making me a monthly recurring, I don't know if that's revenue, or I'm not too sure what the MRR stands for, but so far I've made $568 on SKOOL. So if you are a SKOOL member, thank you for being a member. I appreciate it. I'm trying to do the best I can to give you as much value, because it's not just about getting the members. You have to keep the members, and the way that I keep the members is by offering good value. I'm actually part of a couple other school communities, so I know what it's like to also be like a student or to be a member of a school community. And I know that I have to provide value and help you guys, and the way that I can do that, or to keep my members, is to help my members get good sales by offering them good niches, good prompts, good help, good service, things like that. So $500 or $550, something like that for SKOOL. And if we just add them all up, it looks like I did somewhere around like $1,500 on merch. Then I did about $1,000 on Etsy, $1,000 on prompts. So right there, what is that, like $3,500? And then we had Authors Republic, which was like $150. YouTube was 100, and Creative Fabrica was 200. So what are we there? I'm starting to lose on the math. Maybe like 450. And then we have SKOOL, which was 550, so maybe like $1,000. So looks like I did around $4,500 in total for my 7 income streams. Remember, the goal is to do 10,000. I made that goal at the beginning of the year, and I believe I can get it. I really think I'm going to get it, especially with merch. And with SKOOL, I really think I could scale those two and get those up. And when I make this video on December, hopefully I'm sharing with you guys that I'm at $10,000 for the month. Because, I live in Mexico. It's not the most expensive place to live. And if I can make 10 grand a month, I mean, I'm already living pretty good. But, if I could do 10,000, I'd be able to take my family on vacations, do things like that. And I really have to worry about, what I'm ordering at restaurants. I can go to the nicer restaurants. If my girlfriend wants me to, take them shopping, do things like that, it's not going to stress me out. So the goal is to get to 10 grand. And, I believe I can do it. It's not going to be easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. But I just got to, continue, getting up early, putting my head down, getting to work, staying patient, not getting desperate when I don't get the results right away. Turn it over to God. It's in God's hands. And, fingers crossed, just keep putting in the work. I'll get there. All right. So that's going to be the video for today. If you're interested, join my SKOOL community. If you want those trending niches, evergreen niches on a daily basis sent to your phone, it's only $24 a day. Comment, subscribe, and watch this video next year. It's going to be about a GPT on how you can get really good keywords for your merch on demand listings. Okay. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Adios.